If you're a woman who is wanting to lose fat, build muscle, get lean, or just change your body composition in some way, but you are struggling to hit your protein targets, then this video found you for a reason. A lot of women I speak to only hit around 40 to 60 grams a day when most need around 120 to 160 grams a day. So in this video, I'm going to break down why protein is so important, how you can work out your own protein needs, and then the easiest way to increase your protein intake without living off chicken breasts. Before we get into it, a quick little intro. My name is Abby and I'm an online fitness coach and nutritionist. I help women lose fat and change their body composition in a way that feels easy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're into things like habits, improving your mindset, getting fit in the gym, and just all well being healthier and a happier human being. And come follow me on Instagram here because I show up a lot more there daily, and we can connect a bit more. So first things first, what is protein and why the heck is it so important? So protein is a macronutrient and it is really essential for a number of reasons. One, it's going to help you build and maintain your muscle mass. So after you're in the gym, you're working out, getting enough protein throughout the day or post-workout is really important because it helps with muscle recovery, muscle maintenance, and muscle growth. Now, this is really important as well because the more muscle you have, the more energy you burn at rest. It actually increases your resting metabolism, or what we like to call your basal metabolic rate. So the more muscle you have, the more you actually burn by doing nothing. So by sitting in the couch, by just going about your daily things without having to worry about doing extra cardio and all of that stuff. It's going to make your fat loss journey a lot easier the more muscle mass you have. Another reason it's really, really important for those women who are on a fat loss journey, when you're in a calorie deficit, you do run the risk of losing muscle mass, which we want to try and avoid because that will actually slow down your metabolism. So by fueling your body with enough protein, it's going to help you maintain that muscle mass in a calorie deficit. Another reason is that it helps you stay full between meals. So if you pair protein with a good source of carbohydrates and fats, you're going to feel really satiated, which will lead to less snacking and again, make your fat loss journey easier. The last reason is that when it comes to digesting macronutrients, protein actually burns the most calories when you're digesting. So if you're on a fat loss journey as well, it can help you burn more calories without having to do anything. So how much protein do you need per day? Now this actually depends on your goals. Now if you're in a fat loss phase or a maintenance phase, you want to aim for around 2 to 2.2 times your body weight in grams per day. So if you weigh 60 kilos, for example, you want to aim for around 120 to 132 grams of protein per day. Now, if you're in a building phase, so if you are trying to put on size and put on muscle, you actually need a bit more. I usually say around 2.5 times your body weight. So depending on your goals, you do need to adjust your protein intake there. So how do you get 150 grams of protein per day? I'm going to give you my 3 best tips. In breakfast, you want to have at least 30 grams of protein. For lunch, aim for around 30 to 40. Same with dinner, around 30 to 40, and then have around 20 grams to 30 grams in your snacks. And I'm going to break down a sample meal plan a little bit later in the video, so make sure you stick around. Tip number 2 is to just eat more of what you're already having. So you know those foods that are high in protein. Greek yogurt, you've got eggs, you've got chicken, tuna, lentils, all of those things. Just have more of those things. So if you're only having 80 grams of chicken, bulk it up to 150. You don't have to do all of these fancy things and eat different things to hit your protein intake. Just eat more of what you're already having and make really smart swaps. So instead of having a regular sweet yogurt, have a Greek yogurt. If you want to have eggs, you can also include your egg whites to bulk up your protein as well. Otherwise, if you head to the supermarket, you can always find high protein wraps, high protein pasta, and high protein bread. I love this high protein bread from Aldi here. It's like 25 grams of protein for 2 slices and it's so yum. And then tip number 3 is use a good protein powder. I love this one here and I also love VPA. Getting protein in can be really hard sometimes if you're not using a protein powder. It's just such an easy way to add it to your shakes, add it to your yogurt, add it to your smoothies, have it with water, whatever you want to do. It's going to help you reach your targets so much more. So an example day on a plate that is going to help you hit your protein targets. For breakfast, you can have 250 grams of Greek yogurt, which is around 25 grams of protein. And then you add your scoop of protein powder, which is probably around another 25 grams. That is 50 grams right there. That's even without without you adding any muesli or anything like that, that also is going to have more protein. For snacks, you could have boiled eggs. An egg is around 6 grams per egg. So if you have 2 or 3 of them, that could be around 18 grams of protein there. For lunch, if you want to have around 120 grams of chicken, you can add that to a salad. That's going to give you around 35 grams of protein. And then for dinner, you can have 150 grams of salmon, and that's going to be around 35 grams of protein as well. Additional snacks, protein bars are up there of 10 to 20 grams. You can also have the YoPro yogurts, which are around 11 to 15 grams of protein as well. So all of these are great examples to be able to hit your 150 grams of protein a day. If you need some more inspiration and ideas, I have a free high protein recipe pack below. I will link it, just pop your details in and I will send it straight to your email. But that is all. I hope you really enjoyed this video, this episode, all of the things. If you have any questions, drop it below too. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. I've got so many more coming out, and come follow me on Instagram so we can connect even further. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.